Now, has any of Robert's children ever visited him down there? Because it seems to me he travels to Florida a lot. Like he has, like they travel into North Carolina.
He does. Robert does. They go to Florida a lot. Every time they can get there, they go.
Yeah, because he has many pictures with his children. Well, except for the one that's missing. And I know the youngest son, the twin Autumn, oh man. Like, I feel bad. I feel like Robert wasn't in their lives. And I don't think that it, after further researching, I don't think it connects to the Summer Wills thing. And I actually think that her disappearance may have been something else, but it's strange that the family doesn't, like, post things on their Facebook like, hey, help us find our daughter, or they don't, like a lot of people, like you, for instance, you were close to them. Your daughter is having a baby with one of them. They're dating. Yins are living in, they're living in your property, but yet you never knew that there was a missing child.
Right. And that's and he's with my daughter.
Really love to talk to you about your niece that's missing.
I don't know nothing about that. I was living in Carolina. I didn't know she was missing for over a year until I seen her on Missing. I mean,
I really just, my thing with her is I really just want to try to get her name and her picture out there because it's been so long. I think Summer, I know. That's sad for her family.
Her mother was a real bad crackhead, and she started smoking, shooting coke back in the day. And I remember Adam, I talked to her brother every now and again, but they would come over as little kids, and David, we're hungry. Mom spent all of our food money on coke or dope, and I'd feed them. I mean, I don't know why somebody didn't do something beforehand, about that situation, but it was a lot different back, I mean, you're talking.
That was a long time ago, 2004?
No, that's Autumn's the oldest missing kid that I've ever known of that was. And, to this day, Robert was, about a child support. He don't even really know if they were his, but I'm pretty sure they're his the way Adam looks, because he's got, he favors them in a lot of ways. But
Robert visits with them often too, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was just down there last year, went to Florida to visit with his other kids and grandkids, and Adam's right there. Actually, Adam's good friends with Robert's older kids. They all lived around each other, go out four-wheeling and stuff like that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So,
having a relationship.
Adam wouldn't have a damn thing to do with Robert if he thought she had something to do with his sister's disappearance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he even told him that, I know you ain't had nothing to do with it. He said it's just crying shame the way Mom was.
I mean, you can see how it looks funny, though. You know what I mean? From an outsider, like, holy cow, they got a missing kid. Summer's missing. So
I've held out hope that they would find something, maybe find her somewhere, healthy and safe. You know what I mean? But there's no telling with the way this damn world has gotten so wicked.
Well, Adam must be very concerned as well, right?
Yeah, that's kind of a sore spot with him. You know what I mean?
I mean, I bet it's his twin. They're twins.
Yeah. And it used to kill me to see them come running over hungry and starving and dirt. I'm like, man, I'd feed them and take them back. And
well, I will tell you, when I talked to the police in her case, that they told me that there may have been a recent sighting or a recent knowledge, not a sighting, a recent knowledge of her being alive. But they followed up on it, but didn't find her.
Yeah.
So,
just like I'm holding out the same hope for, just the other day we were coming back from the store and they got Summer's picture there.
Can I ask you why you left Florida to go to Tennessee?
Well, I left Florida to go to North Carolina to be closer to my dad, and I just, when I left Florida, the last time I got to Florida, I was just going to stay there long enough to make sure that I weren't running from my habit, because I figured the dope was going to be everywhere, and I just left to be closer to my dad. And just once I proved that, hell, I got a job with this guy, Anthony, painting, and he was paying me by the job instead of by the hour. And I changed all my friends, and I held my sister-in-law Carrie. I helped her mom out for 9 months when I got out. She got hit by a car, and I cleaned her place up, and she asked me if I'd stay there and help her out, and I did, up until the woman passed, or I left before then. Yeah, once I knew she was on her feet and everything, that's when I decided, and that I had, enough strength for me to face whatever come on me, you know what I mean? And I wanted to be closer to my dad and get back to my hometown in North Carolina. I just packed up one night and left.
Where are you from? I've seen quite a few addresses for you in Ormond, in Satsuma even. I lived in Miami most of my life. My father lived in Miami. My mother lived here in Pittsburgh, so I was shuffled in the summers,
Yeah.
So I know a little bit about Florida, and Ormond Beach is beautiful, actually.
Oh, yeah. That was Ormond, beautiful. It's so growed up. I hadn't been there in so long. As a matter of fact, the last time I was there, a good friend of mine, Stephanie, she wanted to take me out to dinner, and we went to, she wanted to go to a little auction they were having, and I met I can't remember that officer's name, Sheriff. Okay, it was one of the first sheriffs that ever arrested me. We sat there and talked, and it was funny. We had a couple of cups of coffee, sat there and chatted about this. He said, he'd always knew there was something better about you. He said, but you were one of my funnest guys. Every time I seen your name come across, and he said, whenever I come to hunt you up, he said, I didn't have to worry about guns and all that. He said, I knew you was a hell of a runner, but
Well, thank you so much for your time. Please go take care of your spider bite. I'm going to finish my dinner. And we will talk again in a couple weeks.
Thank you for getting back with me. And if I happen to hear of anything or anything that I will throw it, y'all will, let you know.
Bye, John. I loved hearing you tell me about summer.
And you have a wonderful evening, and thank you for caring so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I mean, it's people like you that make a difference.
That's right. Thank you. And you too, because you're speaking out, So you take some credit on that too, and make sure, the whole fact, it just shows not many people have come forward for summer.
To help a kid out, or to save a kid, or to find out, I'd do anything in the world, man. It's just bullshit. Let a kid be a kid, man.
That's right. That's right. All right, David. Well, thank you. And we'll be in contact again. Just give me a few weeks to get my stuff together.
All right. You have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.